Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I'm Joyce Mack, and tonight we have Annie Greer, who is my partner in birthdays, and we are also delighted to be sharing this evening with Samara Prentice. Samara is a fabulous image consultant and personal stylist, and tonight she's going to give all our pregnant ladies some fabulous fashion tips dressing in pregnancy, because we all know how good it is, to feel nice and to look nice, and particularly whenever you're pregnant, it's a special time in your life, so you always want to look your best. So what we're going to do is ask Samara to tell us a little bit about her business and her role, and then we're going to ask her some very important questions.
Thank you very much. It is great to be here. I'm absolutely delighted to be sharing some of my expertise with you this evening. So my name is Samara Prentice. I am the very proud owner of an award-winning personal styling and image consultancy business called Evolve by Samara. I work with men and women all over the world, helping them with image solutions, with styling, with personal branding, with body shape analysis. And as a mummy of 4 myself, I understand how difficult it can be whenever we are trying to dress in pregnancy. So I would love to share with you guys some of my top tips for how to really feel like yourself. We don't need to lose our sense of style in pregnancy. We need to embrace it, but we need to know a little bit about how to dress our new figure.
Okay, Samara, thank you again for joining us. Here's the first question one of our clients asked: how do I dress my new body shape?
Okay, so what you really have to remember is, as your bump grows, you may be experiencing something a little different from what you are used to. So obviously the bust line's going to grow, the bump is going to grow, and you are going to feel maybe a little bit more self-conscious. Again, ask yourself questions. Are you very happy to have your bump on show? Do you want to wear tight-fitting things, which is okay, or do you want to cleverly really glide through the frame and work in harmony with the frame? So if you're somebody who has maybe been pre-pregnancy, who has maybe been quite flat-chested and maybe is quite narrow on the shoulder line, this is going to be very, very new for you. So what I would suggest is really good top tip: V-necklines. V-necklines are excellent. They're an excellent way of elongating the neckline and drawing all the attention up to the face. Your clothes can really beautifully skim your new figure, your new bump. Be very careful as well too of fabrics. So fabrics such as viscose and Lyocell just really glide beautifully over the bump. Other fabrics like the likes of cotton are obviously going to be a little bit more form-fitting. So just ask yourself how much do you want to show your bump off, or how much do you want to cleverly conceal it? So, there's lots of really, really nice pieces around right now. We don't always have to go black in pregnancy. That's quite old-fashioned. Lots of the brands are doing lots of lovely bright colorways, lots of beautiful dresses. I dress quite a number of clients because what I'm doing is I'm helping them on their styling and their image journey. So I'm dressing clients, from they get married right to having first baby, second baby, for work and things like that. So I've been dressing a lot of girls lately for spring, summer. So there's gorgeous dresses out there, tops, jeans. I'm sure we're going to go into all that anyway.
Perfect, Samara, thank you. Are there any key pieces that ladies should buy in pregnancy?
Okay, so whenever we're thinking about key pieces, let's think about your lifestyle. What do you actually need to serve your lifestyle? Dresses are an excellent way to dress your figure in pregnancy, and you can have lots of fun. Shirt dresses are really, really cool, and there's a lot of them around right now. You can tie, as your bump grows, of course, the shirt dress can grow with you. You can, if there is a self-belt with it, you can belt above or below the bump, just depending on as the bump really grows. Little t-shirts are really, really handy. So, V-neck t-shirts, viscose, Lyocell, to have that little bit of movement that's going to skim the bump. I'm always thinking about, how long is a client going to get out of this piece? I wouldn't suggest investing huge amounts of money on maternity clothes because, as your bump grows, obviously you're going to have to replace pieces. So I'm thinking, well, how long can a client have pieces like this? You know, even things like, you know, nice blazers can work very, very nicely, particularly if you're maybe, you know, heading back to work in an office environment, and you need to have maybe a blazer to look a little bit smarter. A blazer can have great longevity throughout a pregnancy. Of course, you're also going to need a maternity coat as well, because we are here in Northern Ireland, and even in the spring and summer, it still rains. So, you know, thinking about if you have other children at home, you know, you might be going to the park, you might need a hood on your coat. So thinking just about how functional all of those pieces have to be. And of course, denim as well too. Lots of lovely denim around this season as well too. Don't just stick to your traditional black or your indigo. Have a little bit of fun with the denim too. And finally, think about your footwear. So obviously in pregnancy, the feet can swell a little bit towards the end. There aren't a lot of high heels around this season. You'll be really, really glad to know. There's lots of slider style shoes. There's lots of trainers, and there's some little shoe boots as well too. And you'll see more of those coming in as we head towards autumn. Maybe guys, we'll do an autumn one of these as well too. But if we focus now on spring, summer, you know, a really cool pair of trainers. Express who you are through your footwear. There will be days that you will feel a little bit blah. And on those days, you know what, have the comfort, embrace your feelings, really, really honor how you're feeling, but say who you are through your footwear.
That was super. Samara, thank you so much. And you just touched on denim there, and I wanted to go ask you a question. It's the eternal question about jeans, but in for antenatal ladies, what is the best fitting maternity jean?
Okay, so this is one that everybody asks, and I have tried every single maternity jean out there, and the one that I keep on coming back to, particularly this season, particularly this year, has been the Spanx maternity jean. Now they are a little bit more expensive, but again, there's lots of growth within them as well too. So, you know, they do lots of lovely colorways. They aren't just traditional denim, and they also have coated denim as well too. Think about how much you really want to invest. Serafina is also another beautiful brand, marginally cheaper, and again will grow with you through pregnancy. Or you can get into your American brands, again depending on what you're used to wearing pre-pregnancy. So American brands such as J brand, which is what I wore during pregnancy. I must remember to share with you guys a photograph of whenever I was pregnant with my twins, and wearing maternity jeans too. So J brand for me were really, really good. 7 for All Mankind also do fabulous maternity jeans. And you know, remember as well, girls, whenever you're dressing in maternity, you know, this might be baby number 1. You might want to have more babies. So, you know, put the maternity clothes away. You're only wearing them for 9 months. You are going to look after them, and you will be pulling them out. So core investment pieces like the likes of denim, you know, invest a little bit more. You will be wearing them quite often. Whenever I was expecting my twins, I wore 2 pairs of jeans, an indigo pair and a pair of white jeans, basically every single day for 9 months.
That's fabulous. Thank you. Can we ask another question, please?
Of course.
When we're pregnant, or ladies are pregnant, should we wear a pattern or avoid a pattern or print? That's another big question, isn't it?
Okay. So if pre-pregnancy you have loved print, I mean, you can kind of see in the background, I'm in my dressing room. I absolutely adore print. If you have been a print lover pre-pregnancy, embrace it. Wear it during pregnancy. Think really to yourself, how comfortable do I feel in print? If pre-pregnancy you've been used to wearing very small prints, continue that theme in pregnancy. If you've been used to wearing very big, oversized prints, continue that theme as well too. Don't just feel like because you're pregnant you have to leave the pre-pregnancy side of you behind. You absolutely don't. You can still be as fabulous in pregnancy as what you were pre-pregnancy. So with regards to print, with regards to pattern, even texture as well too, embrace it all, wear it all, and don't feel like you have to sacrifice your pre-pregnancy style just because you're expecting your baby.
Thank you, Samara. Now we had a lady emailed us to say, could we ask you what would be a good idea to wear if you're 7 months pregnant to a summer wedding? Or anything? It's a good one to ask, isn't it?
It's a fab one to ask. And as well too,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously weddings are starting up again, and I can actually answer this one. Dress lots of clients. I have quite a few clients coming up who are expecting that I'm dressing for weddings. And I've also had to dress myself at 7 months pregnant for a wedding. So one of my favorite brands, to be honest, is Isabella Oliver. Really, really beautiful brand, really nice dresses. I would say go into a dress rather than a two-piece because dresses are going to be more forgiving. Wrap dresses are really, really fabulous. That is what I'm dressing a client in July for a wedding in, a beautiful wrap dress. There's also a lovely brand called Queen Bee. It has really plain dresses if you would rather have something that doesn't have a pattern, more of a solid colorway. Other brands which are really, really nice too is the likes of Serafina. It has really pretty things. Tiffany Rose is another one too. So, you know, you can go with, really depending on how dressy you want to go for the wedding. So, you know, you can go for a little bit of print. If you want to go for maybe something that's quite striking, you can go for a nice bold color. Wear a fascinator and really embrace your bump on a wedding day or on a special occasion of any description, whether it be a wedding day, whether it be maybe a christening as well too that you've been invited to. Bear in mind, think about your feet. So think about, you know, you're going to be on your feet all day. Your feet are going to have a little bit of swelling. So, you know, in that case, if you're going into a sandal, I would recommend that you go into a slingback. You are going to have a little bit more comfort in that. They're going to be easier to walk in. Consider a slightly thicker heel, maybe if you are used to wearing quite a fine heel, just to give you those comfort levels. Comfort is important to everybody, regardless if they're pregnant or not, but that's really, really important on the day of a wedding where you're going to be on your feet. And as well too, accessorize. Think about your accessories, how you want to really dress up a dress. So, you know, you can go a little bit more glitz and glam if you're going for a very plain dress. And again, you can take some interest into your handbag too. So, you know, consider all of that. Don't invest big money and on occasion wear for weddings. You're wearing up one day. I would rather see you invest in your denim and even check the likes of eBay and Depop for maternity dresses. Remember, they've only been worn once, so you could pick up a real bargain and then you pass them on to someone else.
That is super. Samara, thank you so much. And I think we will touch base again with you. I think there's so many questions. Obviously, you have a wealth of knowledge.
Absolutely.
So we're going to pop this on our social media and we'll put the link over to Evolve at Samara as well. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. We'll have to do this again. What do you think, Joy?
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Samara. Bye.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Bye.